Tyson.
I'm Zeb.
And this is the Copper Lodge. I like the guitar playing back in backstage. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm hype. I'm excited to be here, bro. What's going on?
Oh, it's like I was telling you before, it's 20 degrees and it snowed 4 inches last night. So, it's been 60, 70 degrees here and then all of a sudden it just dropped. So it's crazy, but loving it. But great stream you just had. And I appreciate you being on here.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Yep. We had Juan from Anointed on the Bearded Pack. It was a great conversation and I'm ready to have another one here.
Just, is Ryan in here?
I think he is. I think he is.
So just to get it out of the way. This is Ryan from this stream just today.
Beardo.
Oh, the best thing ever. When he did that, I'm like, wait, what? This is happening. This is happening.
I love how you had it that quick. Like, that's so perfect.
I had to go back and screenshot it or record it. So, but let's say hi to everyone. I don't know how you do it, but that's usually what I do. So what's up, E? How you doing, man?
That's my boy. What's up?
He's a stud. He has my number and we actually talk every now and then. He asked me about juicing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's going well.
I've hung out with D-Rock before, actually.
Really?
Yep. He lives in the same state as me. So.
Oh, that's right. Maryland, yeah. What's up, Brett? How you doing, man? Brett's a good friend too.
How's it going?
Travis, how you doing? Mr. JP himself, the beardless.
Yeah.
How you doing, Jason? So Jason's actually going to be there. I keep saying it every day. He's going to be there at Jackson Hole. I'm way excited to meet him.
Nice.
And then here's your guys' channel right here. So if you want to follow Zeb and his channel, he has a show every Sunday. And actually, I'll be on there next week. Crazy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, we can't wait to have you on there.
What's up, Nick? Appreciate you joining us, Nicholas. And then we got, just scrolling down. Hey, Casey, how you doing, man? What does he say? Hey, everyone in chat, smack that like button. I like to smack. Oh, okay. What's up, Nick? Hope you're doing well.
Hey,
Ryan, Nick. There you go. Just scrolling down. If I miss anyone, I apologize. Yeah, 4 inches that would disappear in the snow trail.
Quite possible. Yeah, very possible.
Yeah, Tyson, I need that bite for my notifications. I'll send it to you. I really will.
That's gonna go viral.
What's up, Jeff? How you doing, man? Appreciate you joining us today. Jeff's actually from Salt Lake, so he understands. We got 4 inches today. Did Salt Lake get that too? But Zeb, why don't we get started? Instead of wasting time, why don't we just talk about who you are and kind of what makes you unique? Who's Zeb?
Who is Zeb? Well, as you can see, I'm from Maryland. I live kind of like right outside of Baltimore. Born and raised. I currently am a college student. I graduated high school in 2018 into the construction field. I was installing windows, doors, and decided that wasn't really what I wanted to do. So now I'm a college student pursuing a degree in sports broadcasting.
Very cool.
Yep, very cool. I'm a dog father to a 10-month-old boxer named Simba, who is my best friend. And other than that, I like to be with my family a lot. I live with a lot of my family members still. We all are pretty close-knit here. I like to ride four-wheelers, dirt bikes, motorcycles. I like to do stuff like that. And, I run a YouTube every Sunday, like you said, with my boys, The Bearded Pack, at 4 p.m. Eastern. Check us out there. And I guess that's me in a nutshell, I could say.
Yeah. So I wasn't going to ask this until you just said something. I'm like, so how did you three meet and create a channel? Like, that just came out of the blue. One day I'm like, wait, what? This is cool. But I didn't know you guys were friends or anything. It was just 3 random people. It felt.
Well, it's kind of almost what it is. It's a really interesting story. Back a little bit before Thanksgiving, probably I want to say like October, maybe sometime in that. Thanks, Josh. Yeah, Josh actually, we traded beer products. He sent Simba a few milk bones and stuff. It was really cool.
That's cool.
But I was doing Instagram lives and stuff, just kind of doing stuff on there. And JP came into the live one day and was just in the comments or whatever, and decided to send a request and join on. So we were just sitting there chopping it up, talking, and I think it was actually Joey Sparks, I want to say, was in the comments and was like, "Bro, you guys have really good chemistry. Like, you should, do something more. Try to make something out of this." And no one knew at that time Ryan and JP were already talking about doing a live stream together with those two.
Oh,
and after JP had got off the live with me, he, from what he's told me, he went talked to Ryan and was like, "Hey, this guy Zeb, he's got a good energy. I flowed pretty well with him. I think we should think about bringing him on." I get a text from JP and Ryan asking me if I'd be interested in doing it. We talked for a little while. I joined, and since then it's just crazy. Like, we've become best friends, like, or even brothers in such a short amount of time, because we think alike. We have a lot of same interests, same mindset. So we just clicked really naturally.
Well, what I like about it is, like, you all have different attributes. You all have different talents,
Yeah.
and you feed off each other. And no, don't get me wrong. Like, the first couple of shows were amazing, but just today's show alone is like night and day different from where you guys were. Like, you've learned how to communicate with each other and have it let the ups and downs and all that kind of stuff. It's been really, really enjoyable to see. So great job, man.
Appreciate it. Yeah, we definitely are just going to grow, and the chemistry can only get better as the shows go on. But
oh yeah, it's crazy. Like, at first you're super nervous, you don't know how it's going to be taken, all that,
right.
And then you start feeling the vibe and you understand. Like, there's some guests that I'm on here that, like, Devin, official beard code, him and I just, whenever he's on, I could talk forever. Same with Vinny. Vinny's going to be on next week. Vinny P. It's going to be a second time.
Nice.
And him and I could talk 2, 3, 4 straight hours. It's just fun. So
right.
So that's what reminds me of you two. But so you've been dirt biking, 4-wheeling, all that fun kind of stuff. Have you ever done that, like, actual racing? And
no, I'm not a racer. My little brother wants to kind of get into the racing. I'm more of like I like going through trails. I like mudding. I like going long distance and stuff like that.
Nice. So have you ever been off any jumps or anything crazy?
I have.
When you saw Nitro Circus in the theater.
Yeah, I've Travis Pastrana's from Maryland. He lives by in Annapolis, so I've been to a few Nitro Circus shows and stuff. But I've rode on tracks before. I haven't went on like an expert track, but I've rode the intermediate track, and I've done like a few of the kind of intermediate jumps, light jumps there. But I'm not really into getting the air. I don't need to go really high to get my adrenaline. I like making it through the mud. I like going around the mountains and kind of doing stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you on that. Yeah. Actually, Travis, he's on American Got Talent Extreme.
The extreme thing now, yeah.
I've enjoyed that so far. So, but hey, you're in school now. You're trying to become a sportscaster. So, how's that coming along? Are you like, what's your goals afterwards? How are you going to get to that point?
So this is actually my first semester in school. Okay. You let this buster in here. I don't know what's gonna happen now. This guy Votto is a troublemaker, man. I'll tell you. But no, I just started this semester, so I'm kind of obviously doing all the prereqs right now, and my school is good at advising us on what we need to do. So I'll be here for a few years at this community college. After that, I'll transfer somewhere that has like a good broadcasting internship type of program, and I've actually got in touch with a sports guy in Baltimore who works with the Ravens and works with 98 Rock, the radio station.
Yeah.
We had Justin on our show. So he works with him a lot. And he's kind of, he gave me a little bit of advice on what to do and stuff. So once I get into my final years of college, I'll look for an internship, be that with a college team, an NFL team, along the MMA lines, something on something media. And then I'll go from there, and just, see where I can make it.
Good for you, man. Yeah, are you willing to relocate and stuff? Because I know that's really competitive. Once you're in there, you're established, and usually don't leave.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to it. If the right opportunity presented itself, absolutely, I wouldn't have no obligation. I would like to maybe start out like because I'm a huge Ravens fan. I'm a huge baseball wise, I like the Orioles, so it'd be cool to cover a local sports team. But my plans are not to live in Maryland my entire life
Mhm.
anyway. So maybe that would be good for me, and that would be the time that I should make my move.
Nice. So, besides schooling,
This
what
guy,
Vato? I know I'm just ignoring him
I tell
with
you,
the Conor McGregor.
yeah, man, I'm not even going to entertain him this time.
So take away your sports, take away your four wheel and stuff like that. What are you passionate about besides those?
I would say the most important things in my life that that I'm passionate about that keep me going every day. Obviously, family and my dog. Making sure that they're happy and that they're proud of me is a huge thing to me. Because I had a lot of important people in my life growing up that made a lot of sacrifices and did a lot of things for me to get where I'm even at today. So
Yeah.
making them proud is something I'm really passionate about. And other than that, that's really probably about it. I mean, I'm just a family guy. I'm a sports fanatic. I mean, there's not much really more to me, dude.
No.
Standing up for what you believe in. That's something I'm passionate about.
Oh,
That
that's
just
funny. Is I'm going to
to
actually
my
ask
mind.
you a question about that.
Because I think it's important, to kind of embrace who you are and to not try to hide that. Like, just be you. So stand up for what you believe in and just always be you, no matter the situation.
Yeah. Yeah. I've actually gone through certain situations that might arise every now and then when I have a certain guest on or something like that. I'm like, hey, if he says something like this, we got to adjust and all that because it's true. You always got to make sure you stand up for what your values are and your beliefs. I like that a lot.
Hmm.
So Billy wants to know, Zeb, what four wheeler do you have?
I have we have two here. I have a Honda Rancher and then the Honda, I think the Foreman. I think it's called the Foreman. They're big. I have a 420 in the Rancher. The other one's a 500. They're big, like four-wheel drive, power steering, four-wheelers.
Nice. And did you name your dog after Simba after the Lion King?
Yeah. Yep. I had a few names kind of that I liked, and when went and I met him, and I got to know him, I was like, this dude is the next king. I was like, he's kind of goofy like Simba, but he's strong willed. And I was like, this just fits perfect to me.
And dude, boxers are very pretty dogs too.
Yeah, dude, he's a looker for sure.
He's taller
Looker.
than you probably too now, isn't he?
Oh, he's getting there, bro. He's gonna be outweighing me soon, dude. I tell you, he's getting big.
Aaron, how can I join coverage on this take? No, but I was talking to you about this. I'm like, hey, you're almost as old as my son.
Yep.
My son's a couple years younger than you, and I'm like, I'm going to ask you some questions if that's cool. That you know might be a little more serious for your age. So for your age,
Yeah.
but you're 5'2", right?
Yeah. Oh, well, 5'1" actually.
Really?
I'm not gonna give myself that much credit.
So what's your sport? Like, what's your sport?
Growing up, I was a baseball player, and then when I got to high school, I was a wrestler. I got actually the coach kind of came and told me and kind of recruited me to wrestle because of
What was
my
your
body.
weight?
Wrestled at 115 and 120.
Dude, in high school, those are rough. Those are like top high end
Yeah,
competitors.
yeah, it was some serious competition. I kind of came into it naturally. I wasn't no all star, but I mean, I floated above 500. A little bit above
Good for
500.
you.
Well, so I mean, I had fun with it.
Yeah. I wrestled. That's why I know that. I wrestled 135 in ninth grade, 160 my sophomore year, then 189 my junior. Then I was heavyweight my senior
Yeah.
year. But what else? So what other? You said you're playing a sport right now. What are you playing?
Right now, I'm playing baseball. I'm in a men's league, just with other local guys in Maryland that we play. So I had practice Friday night. We'll start in May.
Oh, way cool. What
Yep.
position do you play?
I'm typically a second baseman or middle infielder. I can play shortstop, but normally second base, and I play a little bit of outfield when I need to.
Nice. All right. So what is like the greatest accomplishments? You've lived for 22, 23 years. And you have a lot left of your life to go. But what are some of the things that you're proud of that you've accomplished so far?
I think one thing that short facts, Aaron. One thing I'm really proud of recently that I've done. So when I was in the construction field, I worked for a contractor. that I thought was getting as valued as I should have been. So I ended up leaving and going to another job, where I was making more money and doing something a little different. But when I got there, I wasn't completely happy there either. And I think manning up and just kind of making the decision, like, all right, if I want to do something that I love for the rest of my life, maybe I need to take a step back. And while I might not be, in this field or making this much money, I can go to school. I'll take a step back, still get something part-time, do what I need to do for the time being to kind of advance and set myself up better for the future. So I kind of take pride in the fact that I was able to recognize and, take initiative to pursue something that I love instead of, getting stuck like a lot of people do and, do something that they don't want to do every day.
Dude, that's huge. Not a lot of people do that. Did you talk through your parents with this, or is this just all on yourself? You came up with this by yourself.
When I was at that second job, when like I said, I thought the grass would be so much greener and the money was, but, I still wasn't the happiest. I wasn't doing what I wanted to do.
Mm-hmm.
So as that kind of weighed on me more and more, I stopped. I talked to my grandmother, who I live with, my grandfather. Consulted with my parents, my mom and my dad. Those are kind of the closest people to me. And after thinking it over and talking to them, I was like, all right, I need to, make the decision, make the move to make something happen before I get too old, because I'm at the age I can do it now. I can't wait too long.
No, you definitely, I think a lot of people your age, especially out of high school, they start working full time and they're like, in a year from now, when I'm rested, my brain's relaxed, I can go start school again, all that kind of stuff. And they never do because they think they're making all this money. I'm making $20 an hour, I'm making $22 an hour. And then come to find out, you add that up with 40 hours a week for a year. You're like, oh, I can't have a family on that.
Exactly.
Like I can't reason. And so I think it's really wise and really smart, and it shows the maturity that you have, that you were able to recognize that. So good for you, man. Also, you want to be a sportscaster and you're into sports and you love that kind of stuff. So, and you have the energy for it. So I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
Are you going to do anything with Aaron?
There may be some things in the works, behind the scenes. I know Aaron has a few things coming up that maybe I will have a hand in at some points here and there. Who knows? And I may have some things in the work for the future. So
you should
just stay tuned. That's all I'm gonna say. Just stay tuned, man.
You can build that. You can build that resume with the stuff that you're doing on YouTube and everything. I think that's really smart of you.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's exactly kind of the thinking too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. There he is. Yep.
Yeah, I think you're wise. You and Aaron are really smart and intelligent. What you guys are doing.
Thank you.
So, what expectations do you have on yourself as you're moving forward? What are kind of like the expectations? You talked about your goals and what you want to do, but how are you going to achieve them, and what do you expect from yourself?
I think right now, the main things I need to worry about is kind of just staying focused and not getting into a rut while I'm in school. I know a lot of people, you get into school, you're real gung-ho at the beginning and you're getting things done. But as you kind of get in that middle semester, the kind of three-quarter mark, you start slacking off a little. You think you got that. So I think just staying focused, making sure I'm staying on top of everything that I need to do there. And my serving job, I'm actually a server part-time since I'm in school. We'll be opening here in the next month. So that's going to be something, big that I'm going to have to be doing a lot of the time. So just staying focused, dude, and not letting the outside noise kind of, deter me away from my goals.
What's up, man? Glad you could join us. Yeah, no, so, kind of go off of what you were talking about and staying focused, because it can be your passion. It can be the thing that you want to get done, but it does become work. It does become something, that's hard. And I just got interviewed for a business college that they're doing a intro class, and they interviewed me about starting an e-commerce company and stuff like that, and I'm like, it's tough. Like, people don't realize that this might be your passion, but all of a sudden you become customer service, you become the manufacturer, you become the paycheck, the accounting, all this, and like all of a sudden you're like, did I email someone? Did I forget to email them? Do they think they? And then all of a sudden you don't become a person, you become the company, and so it's hard. So Vato, what's up, man? Or Vinny, what's up? So Vinny's on next week again. So I'm pretty sure he is. Nice. But it's going to be fun. But yeah, I really what's up, Josue? I really like what you had to say. Just again, more more maturity on your level. I think it's really good.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
What's the one thing you cannot tolerate? Because you're just fun, you're easygoing, and I've never seen you get upset. What's the one thing you can't tolerate?
Um, there's definitely a few things that I can't tolerate. I think honestly, like the number one question, like that thing that comes to my mind when you say that is just like I've been raised to really like be respectful to women and things like that. So when if I see someone being disrespectful or being kind of out of pocket, that really I don't like that. I can't really let that slide. And also people just people that kind of look for problems or just are very hostile or just hateful for no reason. You have those people. Or you go out or whether it be on social media that just seems for some reason it brightens their day to bring other people down. I can't tolerate that. I don't like that. You got to focus on you. Don't worry about the next guy and making his day worse. What do you get from that? You know what I'm saying? All that energy spent, you could have went and done something for yourself. So that's probably the first couple of things that would come to my mind, I'd say.
I love that. Yeah. I think that's commendable. I think that's not a lot of people would feel that way. A lot of people love that kind of stuff. And so I think that's really cool that you don't put up with that. Aaron wants to know about your psychology class. Dude. What do I need to know?
I constantly go on Instagram live whenever I'm on there and just complain about my sociology class. Did he say psychology? It's sociology.
Dude, I taught sociology for 10 years in college. What's your issue?
Dude, sociology is the worst. I'm like, why? I'm sitting here learning about like all this different like the factors in society, what's contributing this and this and that. I'm like, dude, I live in society. Like, I know, bro. I just want to talk about sport. I'm trying to be a sports broadcaster. I don't need to do. I don't want this.
You do need to know, and I'm going to tell you why.
And I don't. My teacher. I don't care for my teacher as much in that class.
Well, that does matter because if you're just teaching theories, it gets freaking boring. But no, think about it this way: empathy. Sociology is simply teaching you empathy. Yeah. That's all you need to know, and it helps you understand. Huh?
I have empathy.
I know, but and also it's like one of the most spiritual classes without being spiritual. Is I really believe that, and you talk about nature's versus nurture. You talk about food stamps. You talk about all these type of things, dude. It's a really good class if you have a good. But yeah, it's kind of sad that you don't like it. It's my favorite class.
It's literally like I take 4 classes right now, and I like 3 of the 4, and I don't like that one. Like,
dude, sociology is so much fun.
Yeah, teach their own though. So there
was another question. I missed it. I'm looking for it. I want to say it was Russ. Yes, Russ. He says, Zeb, how many girls are in line? Be honest.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Russ. I'm a gentleman. Gentleman.
Are you? Are they all taller than you? Or do you have to?
Yeah, most of them.
Okay, I was just wondering how you were.
Not all of them though, because there's a few short girls that you see here and there. But hey, I don't mind if you don't mind, baby. You know what I'm saying?
So my sister is 4'9", so we're all adopted, and in our family, and so she's 4'9". She's from the Marshall Islands, and she just got married to someone who's taller than me, and I'm 6'3", and he's from where is he from? New Zealand, and it's crazy. So it's height. It doesn't matter. Sorry, I'm just reading all this stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, Vinny, I'm pretty sure it's this next week. I'll look, but yeah, sociology. Sociology is freaking killer. I love it.
Don't like it. I agree with that one too.
What do you say?
Brett. Yeah, that's another good pet peeve.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought there was another question.
No, Dan, I don't get down like you guys over there on the commission. Not over here.
All right. What challenges do you think you'll face when? Okay. How do I restate this question? So I have a lot of issues growing up, but I didn't have like the internet. I had the internet on AOL. So it went, all that kind of stuff. So we didn't do any of that in high school. when I was in college, we had a computers, but we would have to actually go to the computer lab in college. And still, even then, it was still dial up and all that kind of stuff. And this was just in 2002, 2006 was when I graduated. And we had pagers in high school. So if my mom wanted to get a hold of me wherever I was, she would page me. And I would have to have a quarter and call in, all that kind of stuff. I would do stuff like that. So, but we never had any like issues facing you like you guys do now. So what are the things that you think you are facing and the challenge that you're facing that maybe I didn't have to? And then how are you going to overcome those? Because man, social media, I've seen them tear up my kids, tear other people's family up. There's more suicides, I would say, lately, compared to when my generation and all that kind of stuff. So what challenges do you have? How do you overcome them? And what advice do you give people who are facing those challenges? That's a lot, I know.
Yeah. I think, like you said, obviously the number one that you're going to think of that comes to everyone's mind is the technology, right? The social media, the advances that we've seen, in recent history. It's incredible how fast they've kind of, evolved. Obviously, the impact that social media has on this generation's mental health and their self-image and the way we kind of look at ourselves is huge. I mean, you see it. I mean, there's statistics, there's studies that prove it. I mean, I don't think, well, I don't, it's not, I don't think, I know you didn't have to worry about how many likes you were getting on your photos or if you were looked at as good enough on social media. You didn't care about that. But nowadays, for a lot of people, if they're not, receiving that attention that a lot of people are getting, or if they don't look like that person that's getting 1 million likes, if they don't look like that or resemble that, they think that they're not worth as much as that person or they're lesser. But it shouldn't be like that. And it's a hard thing to overcome for a lot of people in my age group. And I think also another thing is, obviously a lot of things have gotten way more expensive. You look at how much you had to pay to go to college way back in the day to what you're paying to go to college now. I mean, it's just literally insane. It's crazy. So having to adjust from high school to the real world real quick, learning credit, learning taxes, learning insurance, all while trying to get yourself through school and set yourself up for the rest of your life in this short amount of time at an age where you're still finding out who you are it's pretty rough. It can be kind of challenging.
Yeah, so the things that you're talking about with insurance and all that kind of stuff, I believe that, that's stuff that we've all had to go through, and that is challenging. Luckily, you have your counselors at school that can help you. You have your family that can help you. But I was just thinking, it's so true about the likes and people following you and all that kind of stuff. Like, I don't even pay attention to who likes anything on, at least personally, and then on Copper Johns, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I don't pay attention. I just try to have fun and do all that. There's 24 people in here right now, and I think it'd be awesome that we have 100 eventually or plus. But that 24 people, that's an honor, and they're here consistently with us, and they become friends just like you. And how do you teach your generation, dead serious, that a follower or just a like is not necessarily a friend? Like, how do you teach that's not who you are? You're not a post. You are an individual who matters. That's where I feel like a lot of people are not understanding. And so you being 22, right? 23.
22 this summer.
So you're 21?
21.
Dude, see, that's awesome. So how do you, as a 21-year-old who is barely legal, you know what I mean? How do you teach yourself and teach your friends and teach your siblings, so to speak, your younger siblings, like, hey, you know what? It doesn't matter if someone says something on social media. It doesn't matter. So how do you teach that person?
I mean, it's really hard. I mean, especially for people that don't necessarily have the best support system in their real life, or the amount of people, close to them in real life that, they can kind of go to and talk to and have a relationship with. I think it's really important to, I guess, way to say, to stay grounded, kind of, remind yourself, okay, I do have this online presence and I can be on Instagram and I can do this, but not to spend your whole life there, and to realize there's a lot more to life outside of that than people don't even see. And I mean, a lot of people that you see that are the happiest on Instagram posting all these things that they're doing, it's literally the opposite behind closed doors. They're not happy. They're just posting that because they want that attention and they want to seem like they are. I think you got to just focus on in real life, the relationships that you have that are important to you. Focus on in real life, what things do you want to pursue and what things do you want to do that make you genuinely happy on a day-to-day basis. And just you cannot rely on social media for your happiness. You have to find happiness outside of the internet.
Love it. Just so you know, sociology, that's what we're doing right now. All right. So Aaron says, Zeb, were you nervous? Were you nervous that the community wouldn't accept you because of your age? It's a good question.
Nope. There's people at a community college, bro. There's people of all ages. In my communications class, I literally sit next to a mom of 4. They accept if you want an education and you want to start at a community college, they will work with you and they will help you get your degree.
It's true. That's kind of where I taught, and I told my son, who's just graduating this year, I'm like, hey, buddy, if you want to go to college, which I fully support, I hope you do, and you don't get a scholarship, community college is the way to go, because an associate is an associate is an associate, no matter where you go. Less expensive, and plus, I really do believe, like you just said, you have a mother of 4. Okay, you're in sociology class with mother of 4. You're talking about food stamps. What if she's gone through that and something that, like I'm telling you, empathy. Like, you learn a lot from your colleagues, and which are your colleagues are your peers, which are in school. So, anyway, that's pretty cool. I love what you said.
Well, I just said I meant the beard community. Well, I mean, it was a good question either way, I guess. But as far as the beard community, Rogers, no, I wasn't really nervous about it. I mean, I didn't even really know it was a community at first. I kind of just was watching Scuba and Dan to learn how to take care of my beard. And then I realized I really don't know how. I think it might have been Dan's live stream that I kind of saw the community. Then he mentioned the Facebook group. And since I started, everyone was just kind of super nice to me. So it didn't make me nervous at all. I felt really welcomed, actually.
Yeah, everyone's welcome. That's one thing I believe in too. We're going to talk more about your bearded, how you got into the bearded community, your beard, all that kind of stuff in a moment. But what 3 habits do you have now that will improve, that's helped your life?
3 habits I have that have improved my life.
Teach us your habits and why they helped you.
I mean, one habit that I guess I can start with, I guess you would call it like positive self-affirmation, not necessarily sitting like and just like you are not just sitting there and like you're worthy, you're good enough, not like that, but kind of just
not the Saturday Night Live version, like you're good enough, you're
right, not like I'm putting a DVD in or something.
Yeah.
No, more kind of just focusing like, or if I'm having a bad day or something like that, focusing like, all right, well, what do I have going good right now? I'm like, what am I doing good? What's good in my life? Well, I am pursuing something I want to do. I do have a plan, kind of for these next few years of my life. I am healthy. I do have a good family. I do have a good circle. I have an amazing dog that I love like no other thing in this world. So I think that's something I do a lot, just kind of to center myself, focus on the good things that I have going on in my life.
That's an unbelievable talent that you have right there. That's a great habit and a talent.
Other habits, I work out now.
Cool.
I stopped working out kind of when I was doing construction because by the time I got home, I was so tired.
Yeah,
but now that I'm in school, I run 2 miles a week on the treadmill. I work out. I'm playing baseball is something that helps me out. I guess the best way I could relay that habit to someone else is kind of almost what I just said before, and finding something that you love or just something that makes you happy to do. And just do it here and there. Even if you can't do it every day, just do it sometimes. If you like to go ride your bike, go ride a bike. If you like to skate, or just have things or hobbies that you like to do that can keep you busy sometimes and kind of just uplift you and put you in a good mood.
So military pay for your college and those eligible. Yeah,
that's a good option for a lot of people.
It is. I work with a lot of them. What? So, what's the other habit? Because I like both of those.
One more. I guess that's the same thing as exercise. I like to go. I like to maintain with my dog a lot, make sure he's
Yeah.
good. I guess that's a habit. Like taking care of who I'm with and taking care of others. Just kind of interacting with my family, making sure, hey, how you doing? Are you all right today? Taking my dog out, walking him, throwing the frisbee to him. Just you know, making sure everyone that's there with me is good. I think that's a good habit. Always check in on your friends. It's like kind of like or in your family, like they check in on you.
So what I'm understanding from you is you have one thing that you focus on mentally that helps you mentally, where you're giving yourself positive vibes and all that kind of stuff. Second, you're working out, which gives you a clear mind. It relieves your stress. And third, you're serving others, which by serving others, you realize how well you have it and helping others, and it clears your mental and gives you a good positive feeling. So I think those are amazing, amazing habits that you have. That's why I said that, because you have such a good positive energy about you,
Thank you.
and you're not fake. And so I was wondering, what do you do in your life that creates that? So I think that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, and naturally, I've always kind of been sociable, kind of been a positive person, to begin with. That's just kind of who I am naturally. But working out, you also feel physically better. You feel better about yourself. You feel like you accomplished something, and I think most people can agree. Naturally, helping other people just makes us feel good. It literally
Yeah,
just makes us feel good to help other people. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
it does. Whenever we see someone moving, we have we see people move every now and then. We live in a new neighborhood. So if they're in the summer, they'll be putting up sod and we're putting up trees. I'll hurry and grab my kids and we'll hurry and go help and stuff like that. Because like you
yeah,
said, it teaches my kids, to work hard. Also shows them that we care. It's a great way to get to know people.
yep.
And
Take care of your neighbors, man. I've
mhm,
been blessed to have great neighbors around me that are like family.
as he says, natural endorphins.
Exactly. Yep.
All right. What is this?
Don't start with me, bro. Don't start with me.
I never know if I should put his put up his post, and I'm like, okay, do I ignore this one?
Put them in timeout.
All right. Vatos are great, man. I appreciate him and
Oh,
E.
those are cool, dude. He's
All
the
right.
best person to mess with.
There are times, I've never asked this question before, but I just because I just kind of know who you are and I'm learning who you are. What's your favorite quote? What are some of the quotes that just get to you? Like, okay, because I have one, and I'm just kind of curious what yours would be.
Yeah, I know you, and not to pull back the curtain too much here, but you asked me this before, and I
I
said,
did. I wanted to give you a heads up about this question.
yeah, I just started thinking about it, and as I'm sitting here thinking about it, and I'm like, dude, I'm not a big quote guy. Like I told you, I don't kind of use motivational quotes or anything like that. Doesn't really set in with me like that. But the one thing that came to my mind the most was nobody cares. Work harder.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, look, yeah, it's great to take care of your neighbor, your like, the people, your friends, who you're around, whatever. But let's be honest, at the end of the day, the only one that's got you is you. Nobody cares what that struggle is at the end of the day. We all have struggles. You gotta work hard if you want to get what you want to do. Because if you don't work hard and you don't get to it, it's not gonna happen. So that's just kind of one that always sticks to my head.
I like that. Um, I kind of mine is kind of goes back to where you and I were talking about before about how you like to stick up for people, especially against kind of the bullies and stuff like that. And mine kind of goes along with that line. So obviously, you know who Teddy Roosevelt is.
Yep.
So this is a one that do you mind if I read it?
Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Yeah.
Just because this was been on my mind, that's why I kind of said it. It's called "It's Not the Critic." It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how strong the man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again, because there's no effort without error or shortcoming. But who knows the great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who, at the best, knows in the end the triumph and high achievement, or and who, at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly. So his place will never be by those who cold and timid souls who never knew victory nor defeat. I do that just because there's days where I, just like I was telling you, dude, it doesn't matter if it's your passion. Some days it's just a struggle.
Yeah.
Just like your school, you're going to become a sportscaster, and it will happen for you because you're going to just keep pushing, even though people are going to. It's competition for jobs. It's competition for everything, and it's rough sometimes. And so
Yeah.
that always keeps my mind kind of like, dude, just keep going.
Or you said, yeah, hey, nobody cares. Work harder. Keep going.
Just go. Favorite quote: "There comes a time in every man to sell the sea of." What's Brett goes, it's easy to grin when your ship comes in and you have the stock market beat, but the man worthwhile is the man who can smile when his pants are too tight to. Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, losers do the bare minimum and expect to win. Winners do the best they can and still feel they are losing.
That's a good one.
That is a really good one. Oh. There's only president to be shot at chest. Yeah. All right. Make moves. Don't make excuses.
100%.
Brett, yours? I don't know. So sorry about that. Okay. Now I always do this. I do some rapid questions. So we'll do, if you want to expound on it, please feel free to. But I'll ask you about 10, 20 questions, and we can stop whenever you want to and expound on that. But these are just kind of one-word answers. So first question, what is the worst movie you've ever seen?
God, that's not an easy question. The worst movie I've ever seen was Tyson. You're killing me.
they're called rapid questions.
I'm not very rapid, am I?
You don't have to think about it. Just first thing that comes to mind.
There was one movie that was like, I can't remember the name, but it was about like monsters under this kid's bed, and there was like a whole world or something.
Oh, that's the one with the guy who played the Wonder Years or whatever. That guy. He was
like a blue monster or something.
I know what you're talking about. Howie Mandel was in it. He was the monster.
It's a weird movie.
That was a weird movie.
Didn't care for that one.
I'm sure someone has it. We got Dane Cook. Little Monsters. That's what it's called.
Didn't care for that one. It was really weird.
What did you last search on Google?
Honestly, I think I looked up Zadarius Smith on Google today because me and Rogers were talking about if he's going to be getting released from the Packers or if he's going to be coming back to Baltimore, and I looked up to see what he was.
Did you see that Aaron Rodgers has three offers?
I didn't see that. No.
Yeah, Steelers, Titans, and Broncos. What are you most likely to be famous for?
Don't try to play me in the comments, bro. I see all y'all. Don't try to play me. Come on now. Most likely to be famous for being a sports broadcaster.
Can you do funny impressions of someone?
No.
You won't make it then. Oh, I'm just joking. What is the weirdest thing you've ever eaten?
The weirdest thing that I've ever eaten? I'm a very picky eater. I'm really not a guy that's going to like try a bunch of weird stuff. I think maybe I got one for you. When I was a kid, my grandfather tricked me into not only eating a lightning bug, but a worm.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
That is weird thing. I've never done that before. I've ate some weird things, but not that.
I've done that.
We've already talked about have you ever been banned from anything?
Except for when Votto put me in timeout.
Did he really though?
Dude, it was on I think it was last night or the night before.
Oh.
Lots happened in these past 48 hours. Other than that, I don't think I get banned too much. No, I'm normally accepted everywhere.
What's the first thing you would do if you became invisible?
If I became invisible?
Uh-huh.
So
what was the Google search?
Right. I'd probably, I don't know. I feel like we could be mischievous and start like trying to mess around and scare people that I didn't like.
Who is your favorite superhero?
The Hulk.
Ooh, okay, that's a first.
Yeah.
What is something that you really need? What is something that really needs to be invented?
Something that needs to be invented. I would say how about Tyson, how about a car or a truck? I don't know if Tesla's working on this already. An
Probably.
electric truck that can pull like anything though.
I think he's doing
How
that.
about an electric semi truck?
I think there is that. I think he has that. He's also doing an electric boat. Not
Like an
electric.
18-wheeler?
Yeah, like he has an electric truck that can actually go in and become like a submarine-esque. I think he's working on that right now. Dude, that guy thinks of everything.
Yeah, he does.
So what's your own personal kryptonite? Oh, continue. Sorry.
I have another one that I thought of. I've always wanted to do this, which is kind of actually coming to life now, but it could be like they could still make a little improvements, like VR gaming. When I was a kid, and I would be playing Madden and like stuff before VR was really a thing. I was like, bro, if I could like be in the world of the game, that would be so cool.
What's that book called that does that? Player Number 4?
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
I think that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Where it's like they're in the virtual reality world and it's like they're really there. They can feel everything, smell everything. I think
that's cool. That's what I want.
Yeah, that would be cool. What is your own personal kryptonite?
Kryptonite, like
so Superman makes him get weak and all that kind of stuff. So what is your personal kryptonite? Player number 1. Thanks.
Player number
Appreciate
1.
that, man.
I mean, I don't know if this is gonna count, but like when I get sick, like even if it's like a mild cold, I like shut down. Like I feel like I'm dying. Like even if it's like a slight cold, I'm like I cannot handle this, bro.
We were all wrong. It's Ready Player One. Third time's a charm.
There you go. Bro. I guess that's a
then stupid people. Oh, okay.
Or coffee scented and smoke scented beard products. That's my kryptonite because I don't like those.
Okay.
Except for Bourbon Bayou, which is I actually do like that.
I like it too. If you had sorry. What? No, I don't like that one either. Sorry. I think we're done. I think we're done with those. Plus, we have 10 minutes, and I want to get a little bit about the bear community and you. So, you were talking about how you were in the community. People started liking you and everything. What made you stay? I've never asked that question before because you found out how to take care of your beard, found out how to style it, found out what products work good for you. Then what made you stay? Because you are 21.
Yeah,
I'm not trying to demean me by any means, but I'm 42 and you're 21. I'm 21 years older than you. So that's kind of the averages between 35 to 50-ish, I would say, is the kind of the average age for this type of community. And so you're young, and that's totally cool. You're welcome, and we love you to death. But what made you stay?
Probably, honestly, I mean, it's two things. One, the relationships that I started building with a few people in the community. I kind of made a few good friends. That guy's one of them.
I love Aaron.
Yeah, as much as he likes to give me crap, I give it back to him, and that's my boy. A few other people in the community, they know who they are. That I really consider good friends of mine. And then obviously, like when JP and Ryan had hit me up about coming on the pack, that obviously definitely kept me in and actually entrenched me even deeper into the community because now I'm streaming and I'm trying to build relationships with even more people, and I'm just trying to be a positive impact.
No, I love that. I appreciate that you're here because you also bring a younger generation to the community, which, the bigger the community, the better for all of us. And the more relationships we get to create, which I really appreciate. So Aaron wants to know, Lewis, Reed, Suggs, you can only bring one player back to the Ravens today. The other two go to the Steelers. Oh,
why the Steelers? What? But real quick, like that would be something. That's something cool too, right? About like me and Rogers being like the younger guys, like we can almost kind of bridge that gap, almost, and kind of connect the community a little more. And I see all the love in the comments, guys. I appreciate all you guys, man. You guys,
they love you.
Guys, I can't keep up with all of them because I'm looking at Tyson like I'm having a real conversation. But I'm gonna watch this back. You guys, I love all you guys. Um, Reed, Suggs, and Lewis for today's Ravens team. I mean, see, that's a hard one because it's between two of them because we have different needs. As much as I would like to have Suggs back and Rogers, I'm assuming that this is like they'll be playing like if they were in their prime. They're obviously not going to play like how they are today because they're all old. But I obviously got to bring my boy Ray back, bro.
Yeah.
Ray Lewis has to come back.
Has to be there.
He's the greatest linebacker of all time, in my opinion, and probably a lot of other people's opinion.
And no one has his personality. No one can bring his leadership in like he did.
We could use a middle linebacker right now, and he would just inspire and take that team to a whole nother level. I would hate to see Reed, who's arguably safety, and Suggs go, but Ray for sure.
I agree. Take care, Noah. No, but that's what I mean, though, is age really isn't a factor. There comes a time in your life where, if you're a senior in high school and you look at a seventh grader, it's weird. But all of a sudden you hit 30 and they're 25, it's not weird. I don't know what the mindset is, but it's the truth. And so, you and me talking like, we're equal. It's because we are equal and it's not weird. And so I think it's really cool that you're here. It's just, it's not the usual, and I love it. Yeah, I'm grateful that you were able to do that.
I was excited when you asked me, man. I was like, for sure, dude.
Dude, you have so much energy. You're so kind. It's cool. So, when did you start growing your beard?
I started getting
weird, but when did you start growing your beard?
Dude, I started getting a beard in like 8th or 9th grade.
Really?
It wasn't obviously like this, but it was almost the same pattern with a little bit of patchiness kind of like right here. And I used to have like a little bit right here, but now it's kind of filled in. But yeah, like freshman year, I kept like a little short beard. Yeah.
So were you 5'2" at the same time? Like, when did you stop growing? I know that sounds demeaning. That's not the point. It's just like, it's usually people who grow facial hair really quick don't really have a lot of growth spurts left. I noticed that with my father-in-law. He was talking to me about that.
Yeah, I'd say like freshman year, sophomore year, I was probably about done.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I'm jealous. I wasn't able to grow hair until like 39, 40. Just the truth. Zeb, how many of your friends outside the bearded community have a beard? Great question, Nicholas.
Yeah. I got a few friends that have a beard. I'd probably say, like, off the rip, I got 1, 2, like maybe like 3 to 5, something like that. I don't have 2. I don't have like a whole bunch of friends. I have people that I associate with and all, but like, so like 3 to 5 friends, bro.
Yeah, see, that would be weird.
Whoa,
that would be weird.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's crazy. And like when you get like older and you're both like adults, it's not like, I don't know. It's weird. Where is that line? Like, when do we?
You know what? So my son is a senior in high school, and I'm still a dad to him, and I'll always be a dad to him, and I'll always worry about him. I'll always be giving him unsolicited advice, trying to better him. But him and I are good friends now, and we've always grown up where I was like, buddy, you can't do that, buddy. What are you thinking? Like, come on. And I still do that, but now him and I will go and have conversations. Like, him and I went and saw the Batman, and there and back we were just talking like we were friends, and I really enjoy that. Yeah, it's one of my favorite things is just hanging out with my family and my kids and just having conversations. But yeah, if you haven't seen the Batman,
you like it?
The story is amazing. No joke. The story is like probably one of the best Batman stories. The acting was amazing. Batman, crazy weak. I think they need to revise how they go about him as Batman.
Was it because of the movie or was it because of the actor?
The movie.
Okay. All right. I'm hearing mixed reviews on it, so.
No, it's... I don't want to give anything away. It's more of a, you have the other Batmans. Well, they'll blow the door up and go through and hide and stuff like that. This Batman's just like, dun, 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 dun. Hi, can I see the penguin, please? That type of thing. It's like, doesn't work for me.
Cruz kind of told me it's like, I prefer the more realistic superhero movies.
Then you like this.
Okay, and he said it's almost like not exactly like the Joker, but more that style of movie.
Exactly. So it's more of him as a vigilante with the police department rather than he's it and then everyone else is helping him.
See, I like that realistic type.
Then you'll really like this. So does anyone else have any questions for what does he say? Tyson has issues. It's true. I really do.
Come on, fire them away. Fire
Does
away.
anyone else have any more questions? It is 4:55. We tend to, end in an hour, but I'm willing to go a little bit over if you guys have more questions for Zeb. Zeb is an open book. He's willing to answer anything that you guys have. In the meantime, I always end with the would you rather questions. First question, would you rather be married to a 10 with a bad personality or a 6 with an amazing personality?
Dude. I'm probably
I'll ask that, Chef.
I'm gonna go with the 6 because for one, a 6 isn't that bad, okay? And 2, it's not that bad. And 2, I gotta live with this girl. I'm probably gonna have to have kids with this girl. So I'll go with the 6.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, that 6 is your 10.
There you go.
If you love her and you love her personality, you love all that kind of stuff, your 6 is your 10. Yeah. So when you find the right girl, doesn't matter who she is, she's a 10 to you, and that's all that matters.
And I'm a 10 to her.
Absolutely, 100%. And you are in no rush, but at that question, I'm like, I haven't been able to ask anyone because everyone's been married. So I'm kind of curious what you would say. What is your favorite taco?
I don't really eat tacos that much. I know I'm gonna get like berated and like killed in the chat for this, but I'm not a big taco guy. Chicken, if it was anything, I like.
Really?
Chicken.
Not even street tacos.
Not much, no. I mean, I'm in Maryland. I'm in Maryland, bro.
Real street tacos?
No. I mean, the only best street tacos that we have in Maryland are the people that will go around to like the construction sites and stuff, like out the car.
Yeah,
out
I would say those are legit street tacos.
Yeah, but not huge on that. I know I was gonna get killed in the comments for that. Look, there's E-Rock.
So,
dude,
Aaron, you're gonna have to tell me that story.
That's a funny story.
It's his. Yeah. Really, Zeb, no steak or tacos. You don't do steak? Wait, what? Are you a vegan?
Bro, to be honest, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't eat like much red meat at all. Like
that's okay.
I eat bacon, I like some sausage, but like I'm not.
What about fish and seafood?
Not big on fish. Like I'll eat chicken sometimes.
So what do you normally consume? Salad?
Like shrimp. Like shrimp's good. I'll eat some shrimp, but not huge on the meat really.
That's fine.
Crab. I like crab in some things. It's weird. I'm from Maryland, but I don't like to sit down and pick crabs. But I like crab meat in some things.
See, I love crab. I'm not a fan of lobster.
Okay.
Do you like lobster?
I've only had lobster maybe like a couple times. It was okay to me. I mean, it's not. I'm not like huge on. Like I don't think it's luxurious. Why everyone? Dan. All right, brother. I get it. All right. I'm a little guy.
What do you eat? I'm dead serious. Like, what do you eat?
I eat chicken. Like I said, I mean, as far as meats go, that would probably be my go-to. Like, I like a lot of like Italian.
I want to know what you're eating tonight.
Italian food, eggs. I like stuff like that. I don't know what I'm going to eat tonight. I haven't even thought about it, to be honest.
Dude, sushi. Crazy amazing.
Oh, no. That's another. I don't do sushi either. I'm not eating the raw fish.
Do you do like the shrimp tempura or something like that where it's fried and put into rolls?
I don't do no sushi.
Okay, fair enough. Last warning. How can you? I don't know. I love crab. I'm just not a fan of lobster. It's okay. Weird.
It's all right to me.
Would you rather know the history of every object that you touched or be able to talk to any animals?
Know the history of every object you touch. Be able to talk to animals, no doubt. 100%.
Really?
100%. I love animals. I'm like an animal lover.
Uh-huh.
I've had lizards before. I've had a frog. I have a dog now. I love animals, bro. That's easy. I don't care about the history of all those objects.
Dude, shepherd's pie is one of my favorites. My wife makes it with real potatoes, and holy crap, it's good. Sushi and tacos, fire. I agree with Aaron. Maybe that's why I'm so overweight. How about sushi tacos? Never had them.
Definitely not.
Ellie says, I want some crispy little jalapenos and cheese crab cakes. Ooh.
Yeah, come to Maryland, Ellie. We got the crab cakes are the best in Maryland.
Talk to animals. E-Rock says, sushi, Tyson. I'm putting you on timeout for not liking it. I didn't say I didn't like it. I'm just not a fan of it if I had a choice between lobster and crab. Definitely animals. Yeah, I like animals. We have two really cute dogs right now. I have.
You know what I would like to talk to? Like, I would like to ask a deer, why are you running out in the street? That's the animal I want to talk to. Why do you are on a suicide mission, deer?
Would you rather have all traffic lights you approach to be green, or never have to stand in a line again?
Good one. That's a good one. I'll take the line, I think, because I think the lines move slower than green. Like, I can wait at a red light for a couple seconds or a minute, but lines move slow sometimes.
100% agree with that.
Yeah.
I can handle lights. I'm like, I can handle, but sometimes the lines is just like, lady, just pay the person. Don't have a conversation.
Bro, can you imagine how lit Disney World would be too? Like,
oh yeah,
you'd never have to wait in anything.
Oh, it would be so much fun. Stand in line. Stand in line. Okay, we got two questions for you. Which animal do you think would be the rudest if they talked?
A rude animal. Oh, a llama, because they spit on people. Okay. They're probably like, get away from me. Get away from me.
Wait, what are they like again?
I don't want to say it now.
Just one sec. Oh man, I didn't know I was on it. Yeah, sorry. That was the funniest thing ever. Okay, Russ. Question for Zeb: didn't E-Rock have a win that you guys were going to meet up?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. We've been trying to set that up. It hasn't really been lining up, so I'm gonna send that out to him tomorrow, and we're gonna find a time to link up soon.
Deer would say the street wasn't there. It wasn't here yesterday. I like the lights. Go anywhere. Yep. Monkeys. They throw poop. Yeah. Okay. Last one. And I this was for you. Would you rather be 5'2" and be able to dunk, or 6'2" and not be able to dunk? This is when I thought you were 5'2", not 5'1".
This is an interesting question because I don't care to dunk. Like, I don't play basketball. I don't want to dunk, but it's like I'm comfortable with my height where I'm at.
Yeah, you should be.
So it's like, I don't know. I guess 6. I don't know. I guess I'm gonna say 6'2" because it would probably be more useful because I don't need to dunk and I'm already like cool with where I'm at now. But
yeah, you wouldn't need a step ladder to get your bowls and stuff like that.
Right, yeah. I'd have to reach down a lot more though.
And in order to get to the freezer and get the ice or something, the ice cream, you would have to, get the step ladder. Or ask your soon-to-be wife, hey, honey, can you carry me and so I can lift me up?
Maybe I should have said 5, the dunk, though. That could have been like Muggsy Bogues, like Ellie Sackcock. Maybe I could be.
He was 5'6". No, that was Spud Webb. Spud Webb was 5'7". Spud Webb was 5'7". Dude, that guy had hops.
I'll take either one, though. Hey, don't matter.
Yeah. I'm 6'0" and can't dunk. Wouldn't have to climb on the counter for his plate.
It's called a stool, Dan.
All right. So those are all the questions that I have. If anyone else has any questions for him. But Zeb, man, it's been a pleasure getting to know who you are and getting to know you a little bit better. So I appreciate you.
Yeah, man, 100%. I've had a lot of fun here. That's how you know it's a good conversation when I'm like, dude, it's an hour already. Like,
oh, yeah. Absolutely. So, Jeff, appreciate you coming. And yeah, we should do a meetup sometime and just get to know each other. Jeff's from where I live. So
nice.
Oh, wow. It jumped big time. All right. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful night, and we'll talk to you on Wednesday. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, thanks, everybody. Tyson, thank you again, bro.
No, thank you. All right. Take care.